there everyone, it's Anthony back with another video here on Single and Placing. Hi, I hope you're having a fantastic day, weekday, weekend, month, beginning of your new year, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for stopping by. We've got a canvas in front of us, we've got some accessories in front of us. We're doing a little WIP chat, and I don't know exactly how little or how long. I'm waiting for some friends to get back to me, letting me know if we're gonna go hang out this evening, but it's been coming up on an hour, so I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna do a little WIP chat and talk for as long as I can before I get a text from someone, and then I'll probably wrap it up. But it's already starting to get a little late, so I'm just like, I don't know if I want to go do anything. I kind of just want to stay in. I have some plans tomorrow pretty early in the morning, so I don't want it to be a late night, but we're already coming up on 9 o'clock and I haven't heard boo about it, so we'll see. But anyway, I hope you're doing well. Please make sure, as always in the comments, let me know how things are going, provide me with any updates. I love to hear that stuff. But yeah, so we've got a WIP chat. This is, I guess we should talk about it. This is the Seasons Winter from Alphonse Mucha, and this is from Diamond Painting Shoppe. It's a 58 by 133 centimeter round drill canvas. They've included 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ABs. So quite a bit of sparkle and iridescent shine in this kit. You can probably already see some down here. This is actually like a really dark brown AB, but with the coating, it gives off kind of a bluish tinge to it. It's very interesting. It reminds me a lot of the black ABs, kind of have that same look. So I'm curious to see what it looks like when it's fully done. But I'm including them just like everything else in the kit. At first I was like, oh, maybe I'll swap them for a dark brown, but I think it's probably gonna turn out pretty cool. And I'm sure that Rosa and Diamond Painting Shoppe kind of knew what that look would come out as. So we've got Apollo. You might have just saw his little nose. He's just poking around and looking for trouble to get into. He probably will find some. And then as far as accessories go, we have our diamond painting tray here. This is from Mooney Made. I forget what color this is, but you can see it kind of, it's a color changing one that goes from this pinkish color to this more orange. I feel like it's like some kind of sunset, but I thought it looked nice with the color palette that we're working with here. We also have our diamond painting pen. This doesn't match this canvas, but it's my favorite pen that I have so far. I keep reaching for it. This is from Enabler's Outpost, and it's their like thick pen. It's like the extra thick pen, and I really enjoy working with this size of pen. I've got a single placer tip and a 5 placer, both from Everlasting Tips, and then inside we have Mary Mud from Mary Making and More, and this is Marshmallow Fireside. Let's look at the color. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. This is kind of an impromptu WIP chat. I feel like I haven't done a WIP chat in a while. So yeah, it's like that orange, but you can see where I took a big old hunk out of it for my multi-placer. It smells so good. It's one of my favorite scents. So, okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. You can see that I've already done the majority of this like border, but I still have to do this line of green ABs. So let's go ahead and start there. But yeah, I mean, just wanted to provide a little bit of a status update. I'm gonna be filming a vlog tomorrow, so I've got to save some topics for that too, or at least try to come up with some different ones. But I'm thinking that one's not gonna be a ton of talking. At the time of this filming, my plan is to go and ski tomorrow, so I'd like to bring everyone with me. I thought I was going to do it last week, but that ended up not happening. I just didn't get an early enough start, and by the time I checked traffic, it was just going to be a mess. So that's kind of why I want to make it an early night tonight, because I want to get up extra early. The Nordic Center doesn't open until, I believe, 9 a.m., but with all the skiers that like flood up to the mountains over the weekend, it doesn't really matter. You should just get up there and maybe find some place to grab a quick breakfast or just kind of hang out until the Nordic Center opens. Because if I tried to leave here at like 7:30 or 8 in the morning, I won't get there until 10 or later because I'll be sitting in traffic for you know, at least a couple hours. So I want to leave here at like 6 a.m., get up there around like 7:30, and then just hang out. You know, maybe I'll bring my laptop and just stop at a coffee shop and do some editing or something like that, just to buy some time, or just to kill some time until the Nordic Center opens. So that's kind of my plan. And then I usually leave, you know, I get up there, I can get in onto the trails at like 9, and then I'm usually out of there around 12:30, 1 o'clock. And most people don't leave the ski resorts until after that, like 3 or maybe a little bit later. So I beat traffic on the way down too, which is nice. So, and I checked the weather, seems like it's just gonna be sunny and nice, which is awesome. But yeah, so that's my plan, and I'll bring you with me to do a vlog so we can go do that together, because I haven't done it yet and I really want to. I think one of the main reasons why I haven't been as motivated to go is because I can't take Apollo to the Nordic Centers. So I have to leave him here, and I'm like, if I'm gonna go enjoy and do outdoors stuff, like I gotta bring the boy, right? Like I can't not take him. But I think what I'll do is probably take him to the dog park when I get back, just as a consolation prize. I feel bad. And I mean, dog owners do things without their dogs, you know, but I'm just like, if I'm gonna go play in the snow, he should be there too. So, but I'll have to do something next weekend with him, to go like back out snowshoeing or hiking and stuff. So anyway, so that's kind of my weekend plans, because at the time of filming this, it is Saturday night. So those are my weekend plans for the rest of the weekend. Yesterday, I went out and sang karaoke with my friend Dom, who I've mentioned before. So we had a really good time, and we each did a couple of songs. She even filmed me. Quick detour, sorry. We'll get back to karaoke. One last accessory that I want to talk about. I ended up finding this metal funnel in a future video, because I'm already filmed the vlog for the week that you're seeing this. I was hunting for funnels, and I ended up with like a pipe, like a frosting pipe bag, like funnel, to try to use that, but it just didn't work. So I ordered these off of Amazon. They're these little metal funnels, and I really like them. I can't use them all the time, because when the container's super full, then it's just a lot harder to use them, which I guess is the same with my plastic funnel. But I was just getting tired of my ABs, like this particular color here. I was getting tired of my ABs sticking to the side of my silicone funnel. Like I'd have to like scrape them off of there. So I was like, I'm sure a metal one would give more slip and wouldn't get stuck to the coating on ABs, and it doesn't. It works. The only thing that sucks is there's a little bit of a lip right at the base, so some of the drills get kind of gathered around that little lip, and you have to kind of bang it around, and it's a little loud, which is why I was like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't use that for this video, because I have to go ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding, but it's okay. I think it'll be fine. So that's my last accessory. Okay, so karaoke. So we went out, we each sang a couple of songs. We had a good time. It started getting really packed in there. It's this place called Ace High in downtown Golden, so it's not too far from me. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a little busy. So after we each sang our 2 songs, by the time, you know, because they do a rotation of singers, by the time other people had signed up, we were like 20 something songs away, and I was like, I'm not looking to be here until like midnight, you know? So we ended up parting ways, but we're gonna have to hang out again soon. I'd love to have her back on the channel. I think I mentioned this before, but one of my very first WIP Chats was called WIP Chat with Friends, and I was working on Midnight Laundromat, which was like, I think my 4th diamond painting ever, maybe 5th, I can't remember. But I was working on that, and then she was prepping her Etsy shop because she does handmade jewelry and ceramic work and a bunch of really cool stuff. So she was staging one side of the table to take her photos for her Etsy shop, and I was diamond painting on the other side, and we just were shooting the breeze and hanging out. I have to tell her more often, but she's one of those friends that we don't hang out a ton. Like I need to carve out more time, but we're both busy people. She runs her own, like I said, her own business. She does coaching as well, like personal coaching, life coaching. And then she's also a yoga instructor. So she's got a lot going on. You know, I tend to have a decent amount going on. So we don't hang out as much as I'd like us to, but every time we do hang out, she just she gives so much like positive energy, and I always feel very recharged, like socially and emotionally after hanging out with her. So like by the end of the night, when I was walking back to my car after we parted ways, I was like, I just feel so much better than I have just from like, I don't know, she just, I'm not getting emotional. I'm just, we got phlegm in my throat. Yeah, she just like recharges my emotional batteries, which is just very awesome. And I hope that she feels the same way about me. But we had a really good time. And so, yeah, I came home and diamond painted for just a little bit. I was working on, we'll talk about it when I get to my diamond painting portion, but I was working on a kit that I'm very excited to share with you. But those videos won't come out until after this, so I'm going to be very cagey. It's not a special project. Well, it is, but it's not like a series in partnership with any companies or anything like that. It's kind of my own little deal, but I'm very excited about it. So anyway, I'll give you more details once we transition into like my whips and stuff. But yeah, I came back and diamond painted, and then today was just kind of a lazy day. Took Apollo out for a walk. I'm not babysitting Bowie anymore. He is his owner / our downstairs roommate person is back from his holiday vacation, so he's back with his boy, and he seemed really excited to be back home to hang out. But you'll probably see Bowie again in the future. Come with us. He went with us on our super long vlog. What was that one? No, he didn't come with us on Vlogstravaganza. He came with us somewhere. Where was that? I don't remember. I think it was just a dog park drive. Yeah, because yeah, that was the first time I had taken them for to the dog park together. So yeah, so he might make an appearance again at some point in the future. So I just refilled my putty with Mary Mud, and you can see I kind of overfilled it, so I've got some spillage off to the edges there. You see how it's coming off? So usually what I'll do is just kind of roll the tip of my everlasting tip on my release paper just to essentially cut it, and then I just pull off that little bit of excess and set it off to the side, and then I'm good to go. I usually have to do that at least once or twice as I'm working with putty, just to get that excess off, but I kind of like having it because it kind of snags the drills a little bit better. The only downside to having that excess hanging off the side is sometimes you accidentally grab like 2 drills when you didn't mean to. So I'm not a stickler about it, but I do try to clean up my pen as I go. And then as you can see here in the multi-placer, we've got that putty as well. And it does the same thing. Like I have to pinch off a little bit of the excess when I first loaded the product, but this has been in here since last night, so it should be pretty well flattened out. But yeah, so yeah, today was just kind of a quiet day. I ran and got some lunch, and I even took a nap today. Apollo's been pretty chill. We just did our normal around town walk, so he wasn't screaming for a long dog park trip. He'll get that tomorrow. So yeah, it's been a pretty quiet day. Not too much going on. Oh, actually I did have something exciting. How did I forget? Oh my gosh. Okay. So I guess let's get into not our kit stuff diamond painting, but something that happened today. So I have been working with a couple of artists in the community, talking to them about doing some artist spotlights. I've mentioned it before that that's something that I wanted to do with this channel, is highlight artists and talk about their process and how they got into creating artwork that either has been turned into diamond paintings or was for diamond painting. You know, just once again, I have a lot of big ideas of like, here's some fun stuff I can do with the channel. Well, I reached out to Rose from Rose Profit Creations. She is an artist that I've kind of been following for quite some time. And not since I started diamond painting, but pretty early on, I came across her artwork. And at the time, I hope she's okay with me saying this, but I ended up not purchasing any of her artwork as diamond paintings just because I was not having the best experience with the quality of those diamond paintings where they were carried, or the customer service. So I ended up not placing any orders of her artwork at that time. However, I still was, you know, very interested in kind of seeing her artwork evolve, and I've been a kind of a worker and lurker on her lives for quite some time. We hadn't really like chatted, you know, that much outside of it wasn't like artwork related or anything like that, or like her as an artist related. So, but I thought she would be an excellent person to talk to and to highlight on the channel for like an artist spotlight, because she's got a lot of history within this community. I found out that she's been diamond painting for a lot longer than most people have. And just I was interested in speaking with her and hopefully doing an interview. So I reached out to her, it was like a month ago, maybe a little bit longer. And she said yes, she agreed to it. And I was like, awesome. Well, I'm still trying to piece together what this is actually going to look like. So thank you for saying yes, but I don't have any details at this time about like what this will look like. So then a couple of weeks later, I sent her the questions that I had prepped that I thought might be good prompt questions or good interview questions, and let her know that I was intending on doing these as premieres, so they won't be lives. So no pressure of like having to respond to the chat in real time. We can really just get to know, like I can really just get to know her as an artist. And so I sent those questions over. They looked good to her. So then we ended up booking a time, which was today, this evening, actually, just a couple of hours ago. And so I got her on StreamYard, and you can actually do pre-recorded videos on StreamYard. So you're almost using it on like kind of like Zoom essentially. And so, yeah, I did my very first artist spotlight video just a couple of hours ago, and it was so much fun. She said that she was feeling a little bit nervous, but I was just like, it's totally fine. Don't worry about it. We don't even have anybody watching us. This is just us, you know, shooting the breeze. And, you know, I tried to keep it very casual. We kept with the flow of the questions that I had set up, but we did take some little tangents in here and there and had some open conversation. She is so awesome. She was such an open book. Like you know, one of the impetuses, or one of the reasons why I wanted to do these artist spotlights is because of some of the things happening around AI artwork. And, you know, I thought to myself, I want to put my energy towards lifting up the artists that have really been so kind to me, and I really want to support within the community. And not that it's all a spectrum, like as far as like AI art, like how different people use different tools and mediums and stuff. So I wouldn't, in the traditional sense, or I guess in the sense of like how some artists utilize those AI programs, I wouldn't put Rose in that bucket. She definitely uses that type of tech software in the grand scheme of things, but there's so much that goes into it. And we ended up just having, I mean, I brought it up a little bit, but I wasn't expecting her to speak on AI generated artwork just as a concept, really. I put those questions together really just to spotlight the artists themselves. And so it was like, I'm not trying to have like a debate or anything like that. This is all about highlighting an artist that I think is just awesome in the community. So, but she definitely kind of brought up some really excellent points, and I was just so thankful that she was willing, once again, that to be that open book and just talk candidly about the subject. I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad that she did, because hearing a lot of that stuff from an artist perspective, I think has a lot more weight to it than us as the consumer, I think, personally. So it was cool. It was so cool. She was just so kind, so professional, but also just a lot of fun to chat with. We ended up talking for like another half hour or so after we were done with our recording, and she was just like so friendly and such a wealth of knowledge, and I see why she has such an amazing following for her artwork. And I can't wait to share that video. We're gonna do it as a premiere, so I will schedule it in advance. It should be happening here in the next couple of weeks. I will get that scheduled so you have all of your data or all of your information there, so you can make sure to, if you have time to stop by. Essentially with the premieres, if you watch the Christmas premieres, it'll be kind of the same thing. The video is pre-recorded, but Rose and I will be in the chat. So if you have any questions for myself or Rose, we're there in the chat with you watching the video alongside you. So that'll be scheduled and posted here, or the premiere will go up here in the next couple of weeks, but I'll make sure that you have plenty of notice for dates and times so you can set the little notification bell and be there with us. So yeah, I'm super excited. I will be completely honest, there was a very small part of me that wanted to chicken out because I was getting really nervous and like, am I professional enough for this? Do I have the voice for this? Is this, I started getting a little bit of cold feet a couple hours before it. And I even like procrastinated, like setting up my cameras and stuff. And I was like, well, I can't cancel on her. And this is what I want to do with this channel, is like focus on artists and focus on lifting up small businesses as well. And Rose has both of those things. So I was like, Anthony, it's not going to be that hard. Like, all you have to do is just ask the questions, be an active listener, and give Rose the opportunity to extrapolate on things and create a conversation around it. Like, just have a conversation. How hard is it? I'm just like, am I in over my head? Should I just stick to, hiking and unboxings and call it good? But no, I want to challenge myself. I want to do something different with this channel. So many creators out there are amazing, but for me, I want to surprise people when they turn on this channel and like start some videos. Like, I want to surprise them with content that they might not be expecting, or it's just like a fresh take on things, because we all do our unboxings, we all do our vlogs and our WIP chats and our finished reviews and stuff, and and that's kind of the meat and potatoes of a diamond painting channel. Like, that's the craft. But I like the idea of maybe expanding upon that, and I've been able to do that with those series, with Distracted by Diamonds. We even cooked dinner together. So I want to keep doing stuff like that. And I think that this artist spotlight is going to be part of that. I already have the next one on the books, so we're already going to be doing our second one, but I will reveal that once it's all done and recorded. But I'm super excited to keep going there. And then we also have our first small business or small shop spotlight, and that's going to be with Rosa. over at Diamond Painting Shoppe. Oh, fancy that. That's we're working on a Diamond Painting Shoppe kit. But yeah, so that's going to be coming soon too. That's on the books for, I forget which day, here in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, like you're going to start to see some shop owners from shops that we all talk about or we're all unboxing. Like I want to create some more ties to the people behind the images, behind the business. I think it'll be really cool. So our next one's 46. I feel like I diamond paint so slow when I'm doing a WIP Chat, which is, it's true. I'm like crawling through this. Okay, so moving on, other personal stuff or like life stuff. Work's going great. Apollo's doing well. I've got a number of job fairs I'm going to be attending here in the Denver area for the rest of the month, which I'm very excited about. I love connecting with the community and connecting with job seekers. It's kind of why I do what I do, so I'm really looking forward to that. One of them is going to be at the School of Mines here in Golden, or nearby in Golden. And I'm like, ooh, that'll be awesome, because once I'm done with that, I can bop over to one of my favorite Indian restaurants and get dinner. So I'm super excited about that one. I should have probably had dinner. I might have to grab a snack before I go meet up with friends if that's happening. So what else? So yeah, life stuff's, we're moving and grooving. I had a little bit of a rough patch just as far as like, you know, personal stressors there for a few weeks, but you know, you crest that, you kind of come over that, that ridge at a certain point and just kind of realize, at least for me, I realized like, not a lot of this is in my control. I just have to kind of go with the flow, and I just need to, the best thing I can do for myself is be in a better headspace, so I can navigate this appropriately. So I'm feeling pretty good. So yeah, diamond painting items. So I just want to talk about my current projects in WIPs. You've heard them once, you've heard them a million times, but there's some updates. So I guess the things that don't have any updates on them are the projects that I haven't touched. So I haven't touched Crimson Oracle. I got it out and did like one color on it, and I was like, I'm done. And, oh, I don't know, was that my roommate? Let's go see. Hold on one second. No, it was not. It was just someone driving by with incredibly loud bass. It was like shaking the house. Like I was like, oh, he must be coming in. No, it was just someone with crazy music. So, yes, Apollo? Yes, darling? What do you need? Hi. Sorry, we have a guest star staring at me. Hey. Sir, go on. Chill out. Sorry. He's like, what are we doing? You didn't take me to the dog park today. I'm upset. I'm gonna plop down. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so as far as, so Crimson Oracle, I put like one color down on it, and I was like, I'm not interested. So I put that away. I feel so bad for that kit because I feel like I need to give it some more love, but it just doesn't really spark my interest when I work on it. I mean, I will get to it and I will finish it, but it isn't there for me for whatever reason. So, so I have that Del Sol from Andy Russell and Mystical Diamond Art. That one has not been touched since the last time we talked. Again, it's just not a kit that's really grabbing my attention. I will be more picky when I purchase kits going forward because, you know, at the time that I got Mystical Diamond Art, that was pretty early on last year. And I was like, ooh, $29.99. That's a steal for a diamond painting. And so I wasn't really, and I really hadn't found what kind of diamond paintings I really gravitated towards necessarily. And I have a very eclectic taste, but that particular image just isn't speaking to me. And so when I grab it, I'm just like, okay, to what end? I finished this, and I guess maybe I'll try to sell it at a craft fair or something, but it just doesn't get me excited to work on it, unfortunately. And then we have Star Maker. That's another one that hasn't gotten any love since last time we recapped. And I really love the image and I love the colors too. You'd think it would be just a slam dunk for me, but it hasn't been calling to me recently. Like I haven't really been interested in working on that kit. So I'll get to it once again. It's another one that will happen soon. But I think also because I've been working on another square from Diamond Art Club. And so I'm just like, one at a time, please. So there's that. And then I guess the last kit that I haven't touched, I guess I shouldn't call it a WIP, but I have it kitted up. I haven't started on it yet, and it's my mystery kit from Jaded Gem Shop. So it's a image from Hannah, aka Iteration Crafts. It's a custom that I had done from Jaded Gem Shop. So I haven't started on it yet, but it is kitted up and ready to go. I just told myself at the time, I was like, I'll finish Senorita before I start on this. But things have gotten a little, went a little sideways for me over the past week or so. But we'll keep going. So I'm looking up. I reorganized the office, so now I have all my WIPs hanging in front of me. So I'm looking up to see if I'm missing anything. At the time of watching this, I have another kit that's kitted up, hasn't started. You will have seen me do an unboxing of Rainbow Unicorn. It's from Pixie Sticks and Diamond Art Club. I'm going to be doing a diamond painting race with Jade over at Jaded Gem Shop on her channel Thursday, January 12th at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So head over to her channel. I'll make sure that this video goes up before then. So I have that kitted up and ready to go. So that's technically on my pile, but I don't really count that one. It's like a little 23 by 23. I could get it done pretty quickly. So I guess moving into our big players, we've got 4. So I have Senorita behind me. That one I did put a couple more colors down and got a good like half of a section done. I wasn't super keen on pushing through with it because, you know, I only have a limited amount of diamond painting time, so I'm focusing on the kits that that I kind of want to feature on social media and on WIP Chats and stuff. And so I got a little bit done on it. It will see its time again here, probably in the spring or summer. It will get completed. I talked to Dom when we were at karaoke, and she really loves that image. So she actually wants me to do it for her as a paid artwork. So we haven't figured out the pricing yet. I think I'll probably just ask her to pay for the kit because I wasn't necessarily thinking of giving that one away because I love that imagery from Henry Clive, but I plan on ordering more Henry Clive images from Jaded Gem Shop. So I'm like, you know what? That's actually, if you feel drawn to it and you like it, then I will be honored that you would hang that. She's like, I just want something done by you hanging in my home. I think it would be awesome. I'm like, thank you so much. Like, I love feeling that support from friends. So yeah, I'll probably just ask her to cover the cost of the kit. And yeah, so that'll get done at some point this summer. I want to get it done for her. I'd say I'm like more than a quarter of the way done with it. So we've got Senorita, and then I have Cozy Evening, and that is 2 sections past halfway done. I got some work done on that this week. Got a couple more sections done. So we're moving and grooving. That one ideally will be done. At first, I told myself I wanted to have it done by the end of January, but a more realistic time frame would be end of February, and we'll get to why. So there's that. Then we have our beauty here. We've got Winter from Alphonse Mucha, and this one is, whoa, hold on, focus. Which number? 38 is what I'm looking for. Do you see it? Yes. This is, I'd say, it's pretty close to being done. So you can't see it, but, oh, I guess if I move this. So there's her like eyes right here, and then up here is the end of the canvas. So we've got from like here down. I'd say I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 plus 10. So I've got 14 sections left, this size being a section. Each one of these sections can take me, when I'm not chatting through the entire thing, takes me about an hour, maybe a little bit longer per section. So I'd say, yeah, we've got about 15 hours of work ahead of us on this kit, and then it'll be done, which is quite a bit, but not unattainable to get done in a month, I don't think. At least not for me. So yeah, I'm hoping to get this done ideally before my interview with Rosa. That way I can be like, and guess what? I finished the kit, you know, as maybe even surprise her with it. So I'd like to get this done before our interview in a few weeks or a couple weeks, but we'll see. If not, it'll be okay. So that's this kit. This is probably definitely the closest to being finished out of all of my WIPs by quite a bit. So I've been devoting a lot more time to this one because, like I said, I kind of want to get it done before that interview, but also it's been really nice to work on. This is like such a soothing and fun experience. Like, it's got a nice blend of color blocking. It's got enough confetti to keep it interesting, enough ABs and enhancements. I didn't change anything to how it was sent to me. This is just straight up, and yet it looks like I've done stuff because Diamond Painting Shoppe has included so many goodies. So yeah. And then my final WIP, which is new. I have a new start. Not unfortunately, but I just couldn't help myself. I've got a problem. So I ended up ordering, and I won't go into a ton of detail here because I pretty much say the exact same stuff on an upcoming vlog, but I ordered my first cross-stitch conversion canvas from Jaded Gem Shop, and everything finally came in. And even though I was intending on waiting to start on it, I started on it. So you'll see later on this week me doing a vlog driving around to get some more materials for that cross-stitch conversion, and then you'll see the actual unboxing and reveal of it. And then I'll most likely right around that time try to do a WIP Chat with it, just to show everyone kind of how I'm working on it, and see if you guys have any advice for streamlining my process, because I'm very new to this and I actually learned a bunch of stuff like as I've been working on it. But that one and this one that we're looking at right here, Winter, have really taken up the majority of my diamond painting time the past week. And I think on that conversion, I am like 8 or 9% done with the total canvas, which doesn't sound like a lot, but because of how like intensive the process is for doing a cross-stitch conversion, that's actually pretty good progress for like a week and a half of working on it. So I definitely have been devoting more time to it and trying to streamline how I work on that kit. There's probably still a lot of opportunities for me to speed things up, but I'm learning as I'm going. So be on the lookout later this week. I believe the vlog goes up on Thursday and then the unboxing goes up on Friday, I think. So be on the lookout for that. And if you're watching this well past when this video actually went live, just go back into my videos section and just scroll around until you see cross-stitch conversion unboxing, and that'll be kind of the kickoff. So I'm intending on doing a whole kind of series, once again, not tied to a particular company, but not tied to Jaded Gem Shop, but doing a whole series talking about the artwork and the process of converting a cross-stitch canvas into a diamond painting, how it's working out for me, kind of a let's learn together. But I really do want to focus on the artwork and the artist and the era and stuff. It's going to be, I really hope it goes over well. I am you know, now that we're getting closer and closer to those videos going up, I am nervous. I am nervous about how people are going to respond, but I get to pick what I diamond paint on my channel. So, and once again, my taste is very eclectic, and yeah, I hope it goes over okay. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how people are going to react, but I'll just leave that as a little cliffhanger and a little reason to reel you into to watch those videos, because you're gonna see, yeah, I guess I'll say that you're gonna see some stuff that I can almost guarantee, maybe quote me if I'm, or correct me if I'm wrong, but you're gonna see some stuff on this channel coming soon that you have never seen before in the diamond painting space. At least I don't think. Not anything similar, I'll say that. I don't think, but you'll have to watch it and let me know. God, I want to just talk about it, but let's let future video Anthony do his proper unboxing. How dare I try to steal his thunder? So yeah, I'm working on that kit. I don't know when that'll get done, but it is one of my primary focuses. Once winter's finished, then I'll probably be devoting time to that cross-stitch conversion, as well as, well, I don't know. I kind of always like to have one square and one round going at the same time, because it just kind of is a different process, and rounds tend to go faster, so it's nice to feel that sense of progress. But I also want to get Cozy Evening done, so I'm like, maybe I'll do the cross-stitch conversion in Cozy Evening. I will say that even though the cross-stitch conversion process is harder and it requires a lot more brain power to complete, I love it. I'm falling in love with what it takes to do that conversion. It's just more, you're more close. I don't know. I feel like and it is what I'm doing, putting in more work than just like, you know, matching the symbol on the canvas, because the canvas is blank. So it is more work, and it just feels a little bit more personal. Like you're really putting something cool together. So I'm just loving it. I already have my next image in mind for what I want to do next. Because, well, I guess I can say it here. Because the image that I'm currently working on is an old master. So that's all I'll give you. And so I was intending on doing it for summer with the masters, but I just couldn't help myself. I got it going or got it all put together, and I was like, oh no, like I'm gonna be working on this. So I need to pick a different one to do for summer with the masters. I have some, you know, kits like this that are old masters that aren't cross-stitch conversions, and I was gonna pick a different one to do for summer with the masters now that I'm starting on my conversion. But I really like the process. I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna transition to only doing cross-stitch conversions and need to like destash all of my kits? And I'm like, no, that's crazy talk, but I really like it. It's a lot of fun. Whoops, I messed that up. So yeah. One thing to keep in mind with putties, and I just breeze right past it, I used to be a stickler about cleaning them up, but if you accidentally touch your multi-placer or single placer to the adhesive on the canvas, sometimes it can pull off a little hunk of putty, and you could go back through with your tweezers and clean it up, but I tend to just leave it and just place my drills right on top of it. And yeah, it can kind of squish and like some of it pokes through, but if it's not noticeable, then I just keep moving. The only time where I will go in and clean it up is if I'm using pink wax, which isn't putty, but if I'm using pink wax on a lighter color and I accidentally get wax on the canvas, I will clean that up, because that is really noticeable if you're working on like white and there's just a splotch of like pink wax on the canvas. You will notice that, but otherwise, not super concerned about it. So well, I'm not sure how long we've been going, but this is that's everything I had. Of course, I could gab and gab and gab, but I'm also waiting to see what my friends are up to. Oh, we've been going for about 35, 40 minutes. So I think that's a good stopping point. I want to see what they're up to, because if they are trying to meet for a drink, we better go do that like now, because I'm trying to get to bed so I can be up at like, I mean, I'd like to be up around like 6 at the latest. So I've already got all my ski stuff out. I took my skis out. They're next to the door. I've got my boots. I just need to get myself dressed and get out of here. I'll probably take Apollo for a really quick walk before I head out as well. That way he gets some energies out. But when we get back, we will go to the dog park. Can I condense those? No, I don't think so. I have like, this is a pretty full, and I was like, ooh, could I get this in there? But I don't know if anyone else has that weird thing. So like for me, so like you can see here, we've got number 20 in the series, so 20. So as I work these, empty them out, I like to condense them down into the other ones and like marry them so I have an empty, and I get such satisfaction about what I call clearing containers. So by the time I'm done with the diamond painting section, I'm like, whoa, I cleared 3 containers tonight. That's really good progress. That's like one of my measurements for how well I'm doing. My cross-stitch conversion originally had 3 of these, so it was 180 containers, because I think it's 83 colors. And now I'm down to 2, and I was like, what a milestone. I'm down to 2. It's like, no one else is keeping track of that other than you, Anthony. But let me know if that's like if that's one of your signs of like making progress, is like condensing containers down. So anyway, all right, well, I'm gonna probably let you go so I can check my phone, see what's going on out there in hang out with friends land and social land. And if I don't see anything, I'll probably just work on editing this video and getting it posted, or getting it scheduled to post. And I might just diamond paint until this section is done tonight and then go to bed. So yeah, let me know if you have any updates on your kits, what you're currently working on, if you have any events that you're participating in. I don't have any, and I don't really have any on the schedule pretty much until summer with the masters. So yeah, let me know what you've got going on in your world. How family's doing, how life's going, how work's going, and let me know how you feel about cross-stitch conversions, all that stuff. You know, feel free to comment. Why am I drawing a blank? I think it's because I'm ready to be done, I think. But yeah, feel free to provide any insight you have. That's what I meant. Any insight you have on cross-stitch conversions, because I'm definitely going to need some pointers. Like I said, it's my first time trying it. I forgot my drills were all the way up here. Jeez Louise. I guess just this one. So I'm trying to go over and then down. Yep, that's it. Okay, cool. I kind of went past where the release paper goes, because I was anxious to bump up that high, because once I get that high, then I'll only have one section across. So so I guess I only have like 5, maybe I only have like 11 sections. Maybe I overshot that, but we'll see. As long as I can get it done in the next couple of weeks, that would be awesome. So anywho, all right, well, thank you again so much for watching. I'm gonna stop waffling over here or flip-flopping and just do it. We're going to end it. Thanks again so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that you think might take some value out of this content. Otherwise, happy placing, and we'll see you next time. Bye, 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 bye.